It's finals week. You come to class with a number 2 pencil, an eraser, and an overwhelming sense of dread. You studied hard all year, and you've memorized definition after definition after definition. But when an Apperson form comes your way, everything disappears. You even forget your name. But it doesn't matter. You have to remember, because this test is worth 20% of your grade. The difference between an A and a B, or even a pass and a fail. Standardized testing does not show what a student knows because of memory testing and unrealistic circumstances. Standardized tests create anxiety, and some kids even have test phobia because they just have this one chance at getting it right, says Allison Holland, done by a study of NEA Today. This also quotes, and it says about a decomposition question for an 8th grade science, quotes saying, "The question asked about grass clippings after mowing the lawn, and students got hung up on grass clippings. Some had no idea what they were because they either lived in apartments and had no lawns, or they had lawns but didn't mow them because they had landscapers." And this shows that anxiety and teaching to test are often big problems when it comes to standardized testing. Memory-based testing is a huge problem, and teaching to test is another one, as well as unrealistic circumstances. And some of these circumstances include silence and the fact that there are no resources in these standardized testing. And in testing rooms, there is complete silence. In real life, we would work with other people, we would work with resources, and we would work with a lot of things. In real life, in our jobs, we have coworkers. In our taxes, we have websites and companies. And as most of you have been on the receiving end, we even have kids for our chores. In real life, there are many different things, many different resources, such as the internet, such as friends, such as coworkers, that we can use to solve many of these problems. And while standardized testing does give us problem-solving capabilities on our own, oftentimes we lack learning how to use the resources that we could with project-based learning, which is where our solution comes in project-based learning. This removes bias, and statistics show that this project-based learning is better for students, and it helps them learn. And it removes bias, just like the grass clippings example from before. The question about the grass clippings shows that not everybody knows what grass clippings are at that young of an age, but a project-based class, you would be able to research this and you would see grass clippings and you would be able to know what those are because you could ask people, you could look it up. And statistics, studies show in a University of Michigan test that in students in 3rd grade in project-based learning classrooms scored 8 percentage points higher than those who experienced typical teaching methods, such as using standardized testing. And so these tests show that project-based learning is an overall better use of students' time, it is a better use of our time. And standardized testing causes more problems than it solves, as it only tests memory and is taken in unrealistic circumstances. Project-based learning has been and will continue to be a better example of intellectual and creative growth in the mind of a student. With that being said, study hard and learn the material, but remember, your test grades don't always reflect how much you've learned.